The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hi, everybody. It is Thursday. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Twitch channel. Please share the link to this show on all your social medias and tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Governor's Comedy Club Podcast, whether it's on Twitch or on the YouTube channel. Thank you for following us here. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. Hope you're all well. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. The weather has just been absolutely beautiful here on Long Island for the past, week or so. And I believe it's going to continue that way for the next few days. It's Thursday. Thanks for joining us. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show is here. Good to see you all. We are awaiting the arrival of Brandon. I will read you the message I got from Brandon about why he's not here. Going to be a little late today. The food I'm scooping up is a tiny bit tough in the morning. So, I don't know what he's got planned. I guess it's some kind of dinner entree, something that's not easy to get in the morning. So I don't know what he's got in store. I don't know what in the world is going to happen here. But, it's Tony Eats Crap Thursday. Brandon LaCarruba, who you can see here on a governor's stage on Thursday, June 22nd. As part of his broken mic, we'll be talking to him about that when he gets here. I don't know what he's got in store. The bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, the cheeseburger, last week, the bagel with cream cheese, just awful. So who knows what he's got? I hope it's something good. I hope he's not ruining a good steak with crap. But we'll see. We'll see. So that's what we got going on this morning. Where is everybody this morning? Anybody watching? Let's see. I don't see any comments. I don't see any. The phones are open. Let's see. It shows that nobody's watching yet. Okay. All right. So I'll just hang out here. Can you imagine I sit here in silence until Brandon shows up? That would be pretty weird. But nobody's watching, so I may as well. All right, I'm going to check again. If nobody's watching, it's 11:07 on a Thursday. Where is everybody? Let's see. No, there's still nobody watching. All right. All right, yeah. I think I'm going to put it in the comments. I am sitting in silence until someone shows up on the comment thread. Or, hi, Mom. Or until Brandon gets here. Well, Mom, you're the only one. I'm going to check one more time. If there's still if it's still just my mother, then I'm going silent. I'm just going to sit here until. So let's see. Oh, Brandon just wrote to me again just now. He said you're in for it today. Oh my goodness. Hang on. All right. Well, hold the phone. Let's see. All right. So, I'll handle this later. Hitting some snafus with my Mookie Wilson interview. So, I was supposed to interview Mookie Wilson. I've been telling you guys all about it. I've been all excited about it. Mookie Wilson, my favorite Met of all time. So I just now got a message. So it was supposed to be tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. It wasn't. We were going to record it for this show. Just now, because I hadn't heard anything. It was set for tomorrow, but I hadn't heard anything in about a week or so. So I reached out to make sure it was still happening, and I was just told just now that he can't do it tomorrow because he's got to do something with the Mets. Saturday, he's doing a baseball clinic, which I get to go to, but I don't think I can interview him there. But the text came in saying I could possibly interview him Sunday afternoon. And then it said he said he'll do the podcast in July when he comes back. So, all right. So, I guess I'm pretty much at the point now where I'll believe it when I see it. I'll be there Saturday for the clinic. Okay, so let me see if anybody watching other than my mother. Where is everybody today? I guess all this beautiful weather, all you guys are out doing stuff. I think it's just me and my mother that's watching. Maybe Brandon. I'm not sure. Oh, Vicky. Vicky's watching. All right, thanks, Vicky. Vicky said, "Yep, world's best farter." Was it? I meant father. Father's Day's coming up soon. But thanks. Vicky yelled at me the other day. She said I wear the same shirts too much. She told me to change them up. So I haven't worn this one in a long time, so. So it's just my mother and Vicky watching. And Vicky, how's the weather up there where you are? Up in boring Rochester or wherever the hell you live. So yeah, I'm doing nothing. I'm just wasting time until more people start watching. Or until Brandon gets here. Brandon, I don't know what he's bringing. All right, somebody else is watching. There's a third person. All right. Maybe they thought, I haven't really been doing too many videos in the beginning. Maybe that's why people are taking time. It's hot and humid and hazy, says Vicky, where she is, upstate New York. Yeah, Brandon wrote, "You're in for it today," he wrote. Man, I am freaking scared. So, all right, so it's Mookie on Sunday that I get to see him. Andy Pajanos. Hello, Andy. Young man. You don't look old, pal. Andy was complaining yesterday on Facebook that he thinks he looks old. You don't look old, pal. I mean, come on, I'm what, 7 years older than you? And I look 27 years older than you. So stop your bitching. So, all right, so Mookie tomorrow night is off. He's doing a baseball clinic Sunday that I am going to, so I'll see him then. This camera's crooked, huh? There we go. I think that's better. So that's that. We're waiting the arrival of Brandon. He's telling me that I'm in for it today, so I don't know what type of food he's bringing. All right, let me see what I got here. Let me see what's cooking. What's going on today? Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this guy in Cambodia? He was working on his family's reptile farm. Fremder, there he is. You mean waiting for the arrival of your shitty food? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. The arrival of crap with Brandon LaCarruba. We'll talk more to Brandon about his broken mic, June 22nd. So, I just heard a door, but I don't think it's Brandon. No, it's not. Okay. This guy in Cambodia was working on his family's reptile farm. He fell into an enclosure. So Luan Nam, that's his name, Luan Nam, 72 years old, trying to move a crocodile out of a cage where it had laid eggs. When it grabbed the stick he was using, to move them around, and the crocodile pulled them in. 40 crocodiles. 40 crocodiles then jumped in and attacked this man, tearing his body into pieces, leaving the concrete enclosure at the farm awash with blood. Yeah, he fell in. The other crocodiles pounced, attacking him until he was dead. The remains of his body were covered with bite marks. One of the man's arms was bitten off and swallowed by the crocodiles. There are a number of crocodile farms around there. The Gateway, reptiles are kept for their eggs, skins, and meat, as well as the trade in their young. We're off to a good start this morning, huh? Nobody's watching. Talking about eating crap. These 40 freaking crocodiles ate a man. That's not out of character for a crocodile. That's what I do when people try to move me with a stick. Yeah, I've heard that about you, Friender. Yeah, how's that for a crazy story? What a way to go, huh? I mean, you're 72, you lived a long, good life, and then that's the way it ends. I mean, is that messed up or what? That's crazy. Uh-oh.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Pizza day.
Oh, no.
Pizza day.
Oh, my goodness.
Dia de los pizza.
Oh, crap. Brandon's here, everybody.
That's Spanish for pizza day.
Is that what? Yeah?
Dia de los pizza.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to take these things out because I gotta eat pizza with it.
Oh, God.
Right on the air.
Yes, Vicky. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I should have known, too. I didn't really put much thought into it as what you could be bringing. I didn't want to think about it, and now there it is. Brandon is here, and
hello.
he has brought pizza.
Breakfast of champions.
Now, this is Mario's Pizza.
Yeah, reliable, I don't know, chain or...
Yeah, it's a semi.
Brand.
Yeah, they got a bunch of stores. I am familiar with the Plainview one and the Seaford one. I've heard great things about them.
I grew up with the East Northport one. They're not even featured on the box.
See now that's how bad it is. Now I'm even more scared.
Nice.
What's up, pal?
How you doing?
Good,
I'm all right. How are you?
Good.
Look at us wearing red today.
It is Red
Twinsies.
Thursdays. Red Thursdays.
Nice.
I appreciate the support there with your red.
Absolutely. Do you play kart? Are you a kart man?
I did bumper cars last week at Adventureland.
So you do not play Mario Kart?
I don't even.
Mario Kart's the best, man. It's probably one of the games I've played the most of in my life, and not because it's like the best or my favorite, even though it's up there.
Okay.
It's just like an old reliable. You keep it in your library, and Nintendo puts out one Mario Kart per console generally.
Since 1992.
Since 92, which I'm not a fan of the original.
Ooh.
That came out in 92. Really, every one of them after that was excellent. The first one, I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they started it off.
Okay.
The first Mario Kart's not great.
Let me ask you, how did Mario become?
Bigger than Mickey Mouse?
That's a brave statement right there, my friend.
It's just true.
You think so?
The data supports it. I didn't do the research.
What data would this be?
I don't know. Give it a goog.
Give it a goog.
Yeah.
Do you youngsters say that now? Give it a goog.
Mark Norman says that, and it has rubbed off on me.
That is
It's a
fantastic.
Good, yeah. No, he's a funny man.
Funnyman.
But
Just change your last name to that. Brandon Funnyman.
Brandon Funnyman. Come see Brandon Funnyman in the Governor's Giggle Room.
I mentioned it once already today. You announced it this morning.
Yeah.
That's a big one, pal.
Very
I'm very
excited.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you for helping make it happen, man. We got yeah.
Oh, nice.
Broken Mike, June 22nd in the Governor's Giggle Room. And I'll tell you what is even more exciting is, as you are very aware, the version of the show that we have done the last couple of times, I love the venue we were at, has nothing to do with the venue. We just lost access to the original venue.
Right.
And they were the ones who provided the buzzers and the program that gave, like, the sounds and the graphic for the buzzers and all that jazz, which really does, like, as much as I didn't want to admit made the show, doing it without was a little not great.
Right.
My lovely girlfriend and her degree in computer science whipped up
She whipped you?
a
What?
little program. Well, that's besides the point.
Oh, okay.
Basically, now I have my own buzzer system. I purchased some hotkey swappable buttons that you plug into the computer, can make any input.
Nice.
But then she made me a little program that just like displays the X's and like makes sounds and just has graphics that go along with the show. So yeah, Broken Mike returns, and it's going to be better than ever.
So explain this to me. So the graphics are on the computer. So now you need a screen and I guess a projector.
I'm going to be bringing a mid-sized flat screen with me to every show
Oh
that
my
I'll hook
goodness.
the computer into.
Okay.
Just to display what's on my computer on the TV. But also that's where the sound for that's going to be coming from. I don't imagine every venue I ever do this at, including the Giggle Room, has that many hookups for 5 microphones and another input from the computer. So
Sure.
I think having a separate, as long as I just have the power on stage to plug in the TV and computer.
There are outlets to the side of actually on both sides of the stage.
Excellent, fantastic. So yeah, the one hurdle has been, or remaining hurdle has been jumped. But yeah, guys, come down. Broken Mike, you get 3 minutes. It's a bucket. We haven't. If we get 30 signups, I think we have to cap it off at 15. I think is the number that we figured out previously when they were very busy. More than that, you get more than 2 hours. It's not good.
Right.
But as long as we have 15 or less, everybody gets to go up. You get 3 minutes. Our amazing panel of judges this week, or whenever the 22nd is, Carrie Caravas, Neil Rubenstein, and Carla Okerson will be able to end your set prematurely if they don't like what they see going on. That's America's Got Talent style. They push a buzzer. If all 3 of them push it, your set is over before the 3 minutes. If the 3 minutes happens, you hear a noise. If you go over, there's another noise. And then they give you a constructive critique and interview you and maybe roast you. So just to give everybody a fresh what is Broken Mike, perhaps the most valuable 3 minutes of stage time a comic can getting that feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are 3 people that I would enjoy feedback from.
You gonna show up? You gonna do 3 minutes?
I don't think I'm going to do 3 minutes, but I am going to show up.
All right.
Because I want to support, and I'm going to pay the $10 because it's
Gosh.
only no. It's only $10 if you want to just come and watch. So, well, of course, the 2-drink or 2-item minimum, but so what? Get a burger or just bottles of water count.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
So just get something to drink.
You know what's funny? I made a point to put on the flyer to word it in a way that everybody knew that if you sign up for the mic, you don't have to pay the $10. And so I put the flyer in different comedy groups on Facebook, and of course there was at least one group where someone immediately commented, $10 and 2 items to only get 3 minutes, and I was like, hey, look, it was fine. I'm not, you know what I mean? It shit happens if that guy's listening. But
Was it Brian Ball?
no, imagine that would be really funny. You know what? For the sake of continuity, God damn it, Brian Paul. I'm just kidding, buddy. You're fine. No, and I immediately just responded. I was like, man, look at the flyer, please. I'm not trying to rip comics off. That's not the point of what we're doing.
Right.
But yeah, I'm over the moon. It's
yeah.
gonna be really cool. The fact that I have that program to make all the graphics happen. I got the buzzers. I got the room.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Very
Couldn't be
excited.
So we should dig in on this while it's warm.
I was stalling.
Not only did I acquire us pizza today, even though this is Mario's, I did get you a little bit of Huntington culture. Are you
Weed?
familiar with Little Vincent's?
I'm familiar with Vincent's, which is not in Huntington.
Then you are not.
I'm not.
Little Vincent's is a famous pizzeria in Huntington that they are known for the cold cheese slice. So you get
Great.
a slice of pizza that generally, when you get a slice of pizza, it's a little too hot to eat. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So instead of blowing on it like a little baby bitch boy, they give you not a sprinkling of cold mozzarella cheese, the shredded, same that's on the pie. They give you a fistful, and they put it right on the slice. You fold your slice kind of around the extra cheese, and it makes a beautiful combination of hot and cold. You can eat it like the pizza could be piping hot, but the mozzarella cheese is so cold it like counterbalance. It is art.
This is kind of like a fisting, right now. So yeah.
All right. Don't threaten me with a good time, Tony. You know what? I was goofy. I didn't ask for plates, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this single mom style. Rip the top of the box.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say. I think I thought there were paper towels in here. Let me.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Ripping it off.
I'm a fat bastard. I've ripped pizza boxes apart to make plates in my time. So we're gonna start. Yeah, I did make a point to cut these slices in half. I think it's more conducive to our efforts.
All right.
So that's a plain slice. I got you the cold cheese because I know you want it.
There you go.
Now, I think of all of the things I've brought you to eat, Tony.
Yeah.
This is the one that like I want to succeed the most.
Okay.
Because it's everywhere, man. If I thought bacon, egg, and cheeses were a part of our culture, if I thought burgers were a part of our culture, if I thought bagels were, pizza is, I think, undeniably a tier above.
So you think pizza is more popular than the burger?
I think here.
Long Island?
New York, yeah, like
right.
even tri-state area at large. Like the burger is a American ubiquity. I love using that word here because every time I ubiquitous,
big word,
big words. But like pizza's like our thing, man. It's everyone's like, oh, they did it in Italy first. No, they had focaccia bread in Italy. It's kind of a different thing.
Oh,
but like the simplest of ingredients, Tony, bread. We like bread. We're starting off on a good note.
Yes, we do like bread.
Now, I believe we do also lose you with the tomato sauce.
Yes.
So what? Do you have anything to say about that? Like everybody loves tomato sauce. Like even if it's not your favorite, it's just people eat it. It's just there. It's not offensive. It's kind of tasty. What ruins tomato sauce for you generally?
I don't like any sauces or condiments. I just don't enjoy that stuff on my food.
But it's like a whole world of flavors you're shutting out. Because it's one thing to be like, I don't like ketchup. Because I don't like the taste of ketchup. I don't like that it's so sweet. But other sauces, you know what I mean? Like it's all about the flavor of sauce that you like. So I'm not trying to judge.
Oh, I don't.
But
cool.
But I try to mentally simulate like I don't like all sauces, and it's like there's so much you're saying no to in one broad fell swoop.
I like a good broad.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah, that was stupid. Fremder said this is like trying to turn a straight guy. Ken Pichelle is just tuned in. Ken, you're just in time. It's Tony Eats Crap Thursdays. Brandon, this is I think the one everybody's been waiting for. Brandon has brought in pizza.
For any excuse to eat pizza in the morning.
Cheers,
my good man. Or metaphorical cheers.
All right, cheers to you, pal. You're never going to change his mind. He's just going to be eating crappy food every Thursday. You never know. And I'm being honest. If there is anything I am enjoying, I will tell you. So far, I haven't really. I would have enjoyed the bagel last week if it was the cream cheese I didn't like. The bagel itself was fine. So, all right, with that, I'm just going to get this over with. Brandon has already started.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Do I say that every week now? I can't believe I'm doing this. All right, I'm going to I have to turn the mic away from me so I can eat.
Yeah. We don't want that ASMR chewing.
Yeah. Now, is there less, like, if I ate the crust, that's just bread? Or
Start there.
Start there? Mm-hmm. Really? Isn't that kind of cheating?
You can do it however you want, man. It's like, crust is like a convenience thing. It's like the handle that you can eat. But yeah, it has less cheese and sauce. Virtually none. So if you want to ease yourself into the other flavors, I actually do think crust bite first is. I didn't get stuffed crust. I didn't want to kill you.
No, I think I'm just gonna start here on the end and just get this over with because all right, here we go. Oh my goodness.
For those of you just listening, he has lifted the slice. He's lowering it into his maw. Oh my god, and you got more cheese. It came off the rest of the slice. What a world!
This is gross.
Ah, no way, man.
When I first, my tongue first hit it,
Yeah.
I tasted nothing but bread, and it didn't seem that bad. And then, just as you said, you got extra cheese. I felt the cheese. Oh, this is gross.
Come on.
I'm just going over there to get there's some
I'll get
paper
them
towel.
for us.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah.
You see it over there behind the water? Oh, man, this is terrible. Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
Man, who's paying you to act like this? There's no way this is real. There's no way this is real.
This is terrible. Oh, my goodness, this is terrible. Thank you. Tony, is the Bucky's peanut butter and chocolate thing an overbite? Yes, that's all I could find. Haven't eaten yet. One with milk chocolate and the one with dark chocolate. Yes. Now that's good food right there, man. Yes, Ken Pichelle, it's the overbite. Go, yes, and it'll even say milk chocolate and peanut butter.
You know,
Get that.
I normally don't push the second bite. But
Yes.
what I find interesting is you do have a good opportunity to have a bite of mostly just bread and sauce. Just
what do you
the
mean?
science of it. Since you ate the cheese of that second bite came into the first bite, you could at least just see if the sauce bread combo with no cheese is more palatable. If the cheese really ruins it, or if it's really the sauce. But as I've said in previous episodes, I feel like I've already pushed you so far into the realm of uncomfortability. I don't know if I could force you to do a second bite.
Maybe I'll do the crust now.
Do a crust bite. Cause like, all right, I'll be fair. That stuff,
Yeah.
that is cheese.
That is cheese?
It's cheese that got on the crust.
Oh,
and
so I
it
can
got-
eat over here.
Yeah, but like, give it a shot. It's not going to taste like the cheese that you had before. It has been transformed by the heat of the oven.
This is the worst one yet.
That is,
It's gross.
it's so crazy. Oh God, are we? Oh,
What-
thank goodness.
I know. I got nervous for a second. Our screen just blacked out. I don't know why that's been going on here last week or so. The Bucky's is on my kitchen counter, says Ken Pichelle. I'll let you know once I try it. Yes, please do. Fremder, all this shit food, it's like he's eating the all-you-can-eat bidet. Yeah.
Man, friend, I don't like this shade you're throwing on my food selections. You're out here making non-funny jokes in the chat. Come in here and bring Tony some food you eat, and I'll call it shit food, and then we could have a thumb war, and then I will be the supreme.
Oh, let's do that. Yeah, because Fremder is the thumb war champion so far.
Is he actually?
Yeah, we had me and Andy Plajanos did it, and he won. And then he went against Bosie, and I think Bosie won, if I remember right. Whatever the order was, Fremder beat the winner. Fremder is the
Wow.
reigning champion right now, and I know Don Sill wants in on it.
Interesting. Then why you throwing shade on pizza, bro? You don't make no sense in this chat.
Fremder, come in next Thursday.
Yeah, man. I don't know where to go from here. I think for the sake of science, I've exposed you to food. And I don't know. This might be the end of the segment. Ooh. I know. You're very happy to hear that. But
I feel like I got off easy.
well, here's the thing. Like the choices we've done so far. Two reasons. Two pieces of criteria that I think were going through my head. My favorite word, the ubiquity in our immediate local culture. But also just like the inoffensiveness. Like you could this is such they called this a vegetable. You remember that? When schools were like, pizza's a vegetable, it's got tomatoes in it, kinda.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Some people call French fries vegetables.
I mean, the potato's a root. But, like, I just feel like any direction we go from... Because basically, I guess what I'm getting at is, like, there are people that only eat pizza, cheeseburgers, egg sandwiches, and bagels.
Yeah.
That's all they eat. And they're considered very picky eaters.
Don Sill considers himself literally addicted to pizza.
I get it. I'm addicted to pizza.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. It's like all the good things that make me fat. You know what I mean? It's like high fatty food. The high carb really is the bigger one. And it's just like the core memories. Growing up eating pizza, going to Chuck E. Cheese, having shitty pizza there, like going to Little Vincent's, getting the first cold cheese slice for the first time. Like, I can't tell you like how you go to like other pizza places and you ask for like cold cheese and they look at you like you have 5 heads. You're like, what the fuck? I've had places give me like blue cheese, just not understanding the request.
Let me backtrack. So, yeah, which is Little Vincent's and which is Mario's?
Oh, this is all Mario's.
Oh, it's all Mario's.
It's the fact that I ordered just a side cup of the shredded mozzarella.
Oh.
And then you put that on the hot slice. That's a Little Vincent's thing.
Oh, okay. Got it. Sorry.
And like if for the pizza lovers out there, aka every fucking buddy, definitely try a cold cheese slice. Like the slice has to be piping hot, and then the side of mozzarella has to just be like when they're making the pie, that room temperature or cold, whatever.
So, all right. Yeah, so, God bless you. Ken Pichelle says, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, cauliflower, people are starving, and you guys keep on wasting $10 every Thursday on the show.
Oh, it's not getting wasted. I'm eating it.
There
Did
you
anybody
go.
eat that half a bagel last week? I was rooting for that half a bagel. I don't think anybody did.
I don't remember who it was, but I think somebody took, because we had the half, but I think somebody took the top half of that half.
I'm glad somebody ate it.
I don't remember who it was.
I'm glad.
Vicky says they made ketchup a fruit in school.
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting and gross.
From there, let me get a slice of pizza, then feels like it just came out of the refrigerator. Andy Pagano says sushi. Give me sushi, and then we can stop this segment.
So, sushi, I will leave to if anybody wants to come in on Thursday and provide the sushi. I don't eat fish. I don't eat raw food. I don't eat raw meat, I should say.
Right.
So sushi is something I have gotten away with avoiding my entire life. So I wouldn't want to bring you subpar sushi.
Yeah, that, and I will predict that will be worse than this because I'm with you with raw meat. I can't do it.
Well, what's interesting to me about
I'll do it, though, if
sushi-
somebody brings it.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
I will do it.
And that's the thing, like, I won't. Oddly enough. People who like sushi and try to convince me to eat sushi, it's almost like a similar argument to avocados, where it's just such a high fat content food that it doesn't register as being like a green vegetable, or it doesn't register as being raw fish. It almost is just like having butter in a different form.
I did not know any of this.
Yeah, man, that's why, like, actually, okay, I take it back. Next week, I will bring in something with avocado.
Oh, okay.
Because avocados, like, really, I avoided them for a lot of my life until I want to say, like, 17, 18. And then I forget how I was, like, exposed. But, dude, avocados, man, it's like if butter grew as a plant.
I don't. Yeah, everybody I know that eats it absolutely loves it. They don't just like it; they love it.
Right, but have they
Yeah.
explained it to you in that way? Because
No.
that's what helped me try it the first time. Because it really is just
I don't
this
ask.
creamy, closed off to the world of food.
That's right.
That's why avocado toast is so big with like millennials and Gen Z, because it really just is bread and butter, but there's like a plant and you can dress it up, put whatever toppings you want on it. But
I've heard that about you.
Oh, you know what I realized? I can't do this next week.
Oh, are you away next week?
I'm away for 2 weeks. I'm going to the West Coast for a little. I want to say tour, but I don't want to imply to people that I'm successful in comedy. It's me and Haley. We're doing some meeting her people, meeting her family and friends. She grew up out there.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Oh, how did she end up here?
College. Went to
Really?
New York Institute of Technology.
Yeah, sure. Great,
Yep.
great school. Wow.
Not a VS Curve.
Oh, okay. And what? So she just decided to stay?
At least for like the time being,
Oh,
you know.
you're not looking. Are you guys looking at places out there?
Not really, but like we're definitely considering elsewhere. It's just expensive out here, you know.
It is expensive here.
Expensive, and I think it'll only do good for my comedy career to spread the old wings.
I'll
Get
give you
some
that.
New life experiences, transplant into a new scene that doesn't remember how horrible my first year of stand-up was.
But that's everybody though.
Yeah, no, exactly. But that that doesn't necessarily. We doing this bite of crust, or are we packing it up? Get a bite of crust. It's just bread.
All right. I'll
It's
do
just
the
bread.
crust. I'll do the crust. Damn it, Brandon! Stop yelling at me.
Never.
I'm just tearing it off.
Yeah, no, a little.
tearing
Yeah,
off-
no.
I'm even tearing that
It's so little. It's so
piece.
little.
Taking it off.
All right, we gotta
Just
eat that
eating-
separate then. After the bite of
What? I got to
bread.
eat that too?
You gotta eat that,
All right,
yeah.
screw it, you son of a bitch, you.
Oh, I was gonna say, all right.
No,
he's
just get
doing
it over
He's
with.
Just doing it.
All right. So, by the way, Ken Pichelle says we should both do sushi next week, and Vicky wants to see me try coffee, a cup of coffee.
What?
That's what she said.
That implies you don't
I don't drink coffee either,
eat the bread. I can't. I
And-
can't. I
and
can't
I-
stand this man no more.
and I hate soda. I only drink water. That's all I drink.
See, I'm a seltzer man. Just
Yeah.
add bubbles to water. It's
No,
delicious.
no,
All right.
no.
Interesting.
All right. I'm taking the crust. Andy
Little-
Pajanos
little-
has a bunch of jokes there, I'm sure.
A little bit of sauce. Well, while he's chewing, if sushi is brought for me, I would have to draw a hard line and not eat it. I do have a. People are gonna think I'm a lying sack of shit. I do have like a mild seafood allergy, very very mild. I
believe it.
I'm not gonna die. I will be very uncomfortable for like a day and a half. So
But
it's just
what,
not-
like hives or the shits? What happens?
just like queasiness,
Oh, okay.
nausea, maybe vomiting, like light.
If it was
vomiting.
something funny like farts or something, I would say then we make you eat it and then.
Oh, for sure, I would be down. That's why I drink coffee. Makes me fart and poop. So talk to me. Crust with a little bit of sauce.
Not enjoying the sauce. The crust is like you said, it's just bread.
Okay.
But yeah, I can taste the sauce. That little bit of sauce, I can taste it, and I'm like, ugh. I just had a conversation last night with Don Sill. Don Sill is getting married in a week and a half.
Congratulations.
Tuesday, June 13th, he's getting married. Don't judge him for a Tuesday. It's the anniversary, I believe, of their first date. So
Cute.
that's why they're doing it.
All right.
But he called me up because I'm actually officiating the wedding,
Oh, that's awesome.
which I'm very excited about. I still can't believe they asked me, but I'm doing it. So they called me last night because the party afterwards is not in a restaurant. They're getting the food catered in. So they actually called me to see what I would eat because they want to make sure that But none of the food they're bringing in is something I eat.
Do you know what the options were off the top of your head?
No, I don't remember. I mean, there was definitely some kind of pasta, and broccoli rabe, and I don't know, some other shit. It was nothing that I enjoy. But he goes, but we're bringing in chicken fingers for somebody else. Do you like chicken fingers? I go, what are we just working off the kids' menu here?
Yeah.
And he goes, pretty much. But I said, are you getting fries with the chicken fingers? He goes, yeah. I said, all right. I said, I will eat before I come to the wedding. I said, just give me some fries. I said, and I'm happy. So, but that's how bad and weird this all is right here. Tony loves taking the crust. There it is, Andy Pajanos. Tony likes chocolate, so get a mocha for him. Oh, okay. Frank said Fresca. My brother Frank said Fresca. When I was a kid, I grabbed a cup of what I thought was water. Because even as a kid, I was like this. I've always been just water. And I downed it thinking it was water. It turned out to be Fresca, and I freaked out. And it did. It was awful.
Don't you want a Fanta? Don't you want it? Man, this is don't take this too harshly. Like, goddamn, you are crushing my culinary spirit. Because, like, I really started this segment being like, we're gonna break down the walls that Tony has built for himself.
You thought you were gonna change me and broaden my horizons.
I really believed in it. I was like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna give this man like food enjoyment.
All right. Well, again, if the bagel had butter, I would have enjoyed it. So
Okay.
so we go with there was a success there.
If you say
Bagel.
so. But you know what was like not the nail, I guess the nail in the coffin was that last bite of crust, and you're like, the little bit of sauce, I don't like it. I was so ready for you to be like, oh, it's a little bit of flavor, nice.
But I warned you.
I know. Look. This is all on me, man. This is all on me. I thought I could come in here and play God. and you know what? I did an Icarus. I flew a little too close to the sun.
I will tell you. I mean, I haven't eaten that stuff. I mean, I've been on dates where girls wanted me to eat that stuff, and I turned it down. So, I don't eat this stuff for just anybody.
You heard it here first, folks. Tony will eat pussy, but he won't. He won't eat pizza.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man. Well, on the topic of culinary adventures, I have talked about this establishment many times today. So after the show today, I'm heading to Jersey to see Neil Rubenstein's special taping.
Nice.
In Montclair, New Jersey.
That's great.
And one of the things we are doing on the way to there, we are going to White Manna.
White Manor?
Manna, M-A-N-A, or two N's, M-A-N-A, one of those.
What's that?
It is if White Castle was a mom-and-pop burger joint.
Oh, really?
So it's similar style of cooking them where you put onions on a flat top, you put the raw beef on top of the onions, and then the weirdest part to me, you put the buns on top of the raw meat.
Okay.
And then the whole thing steams. The onions give off water. They steam cook the burger. The onion and beef steam gets into the buns and gets trapped and makes the buns flavorful.
Nice.
And the result is a very similar, if not really the same thing as a White Castle burger, just not made by the corporation White Castle. I'll have White Castle like once a year just to be like, this is food. White Manna, I think about weekly. If I'm in Jersey, I go to White Manna. It's like a somewhat famous burger joint. Mike Tyson grew up eating there or something like that. It's really good. There's 2 locations. If you're near a White Manna you like burgers, give it a shot.
So I love that whole idea of the meat flavor getting into the bun. That I like.
Yeah. But would you tolerate? Because it seems like we might be breaking ground on onion with you. You said you didn't. It was not the worst part of the burger. Was the onion? Was the pickle and the cheese?
Yes.
Which is good. I think it's there. We go. There we go. I'm rejuvenated. I remembered that we got Tony to
bagels and onions.
Somewhat be decent about. I don't consider bagels a victory.
I do.
It's bread.
So what? It's still a bread that I claim not to like.
But it's fucking bread.
It was still doesn't matter what it is. It was still something I didn't like.
All right.
So I would eat the manna, the White Manna. I would try it at least. If it's too much onion, I probably won't finish it. Okay. But if it's just a little bit, I'll probably just go through it. But so having said that, you don't. Yeah, you've said before you're not all that familiar with All American. In fact, I think you said you've had it and you didn't even like it.
I had it once. I wasn't a big fan. I've been thinking about getting back there for science. I like reaffirming my opinions.
Well, maybe we'll have to do one day where maybe I set up the Zoom or something, and I'll drive down there or something. Like I'll have to figure out a way to make this work where, and I'll just go get it and bring it back for us.
Okay.
Because my guess is that you were just there on an off day.
Because, it's possible, but here's why I don't. Even though I'm still willing to try it.
Okay.
I don't think that's the case. Because the people who like it, not everybody, I think the majority of people I've talked to that like All American, they make a similar comparison that I made with White Manna. If White Manna is to White Castle, All American is to McDonald's. It's not McDonald's.
Right.
But it's basically mom and pop McDonald's.
Well,
I've heard that argument made.
I'm going to disagree with that.
Okay.
I mean, you can get you get a Big Mac at McDonald's. I don't know. To me, the McDonald's burgers, sometimes you look at them and you're like, you're not sure if that's even a burger. Like, I don't know what that is sometimes.
It's definitely how I felt going All American.
Really? Yeah, see, to me, that's the opposite. Oh, you look at an All American burger, you're like, that's a burger right there. I had a half pounder yesterday. Me and my son went there. And I mean, oh,
Did the sesame seeds upset you?
no, I love sesame seed buns. I mean, it's just heaven to me.
But you know what this means? We need to book some sort of gig in Jersey to warrant the White Manna field trip. Now, here's the funny thing about White Manna. It is such a very Jersey establishment in a lot of ways.
Like a Wawa.
Sure, in a different way.
I just felt like saying Wawa.
It's a good word. It's like neat. Just feels good to say. So the funny thing about White Manna is it's a very small building, and it's a round. I think the original building came from like the World's Fair or something.
Oh.
I watched too many videos about this burger store, but it's round, and the counter inside is round, and the guy is actually cooking inside of the round counter.
And people have
taking
access.
orders. Yeah, and you just sit around the guy cooking. And it's like you sit down. He's like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Come on, does he really say that?
It feels like it.
Really?
It feels like it.
Oh, see now, this place is getting better and better for me.
So like, you asking them not to put cheese on it, it's going to be really funny.
Can I ask them to not put onions on it?
I see like that.
He
the
might throw
problem
me
is
out.
that it affects the cooking process.
Well, I understand it's already on the grill.
Yeah.
I get that, but hey, pal, what do you?
You might be able to ask with like less onion. Like, hey, could you just like try to just? But again, anything that interrupts their like flow of process.
Yep.
You know that they might
I'll
they
pay
might
extra.
give you a little bit of edge. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if he'll throw me out. Well, now here's the important part. How are the fries?
Man, I genuinely don't remember. I was in such blissful burger heaven.
Really?
The one time I've had it before. I don't.
Because I think that's why
remember.
McDonald's is still the most popular fast food place. Because nobody has ever been able to touch those fries.
See that? I'll disagree with you on that.
Really?
I don't hate McDonald's fries, but I love Wendy's fries.
Yeah,
I love In-N-Out's fries, which is a polarizing statement to some.
that's out west. I've never had that.
Oh, dude, I can't. I said to Haley, I'm like, once we get out to the West Coast, I might do it like every other day for lunch.
Wow.
I love In-N-Out. I really love In-N-Out. And here's the thing: there's a big like debate In-N-Out versus Shake Shack. I think you're comparing apples and oranges.
Yeah, I'm
one
not.
is fast food.
Right.
One is fast casual. They are distinct
Fast casual.
lanes. Yeah, fast casual, where you're going
Yep.
up to a counter. It's not already prepared.
Right.
It is a different lane. Like Five Guys is fast casual. Shake Shack is fast casual. Chipotle, fast casual.
Smash burger. What do you thought?
Fast casual.
Fast casual.
Yes.
Do you like smash?
Oh, I like the smash, Tony. Yeah, no, I like Smash Burger. They're not my favorite chain. I think you get a little bit of inconsistency.
Yep, I agree.
Have you had Shake Shack?
Yes.
Oh man,
I'm
They
not
get that-
big on the fries. I love the
You don't like
burger.
The old crinkly boys, huh?
I like crinkly fries, but I don't know what it is. There's something with their fries though. I don't know. It's weird. It has a weird substance to it.
Interesting.
And my son and I actually would just do it. But my son one day actually said that to me. There's something with these fries. I was like, yes.
I wonder, and this is like multiple occasions, not just.
Yes.
It doesn't sound like just one.
And my son is normal, by the way. He'll eat anything. He's not like his father, thank goodness. But yeah, he did. Yeah, and he loves All American.
All right.
Let's see. Let me go back to comments here.
Yeah, what do we got?
Listen back to the last 3 minutes of words spoken. Andrew and Andy must be asleep. There is one in Edison near my cousin, says Andy Plaginos. I guess he's talking about the White Manna.
Yes.
Ken Pichelle, White Manna Can't Jump is out on Hulu.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. If you want, that was from Ken Pichelle, not Fremder. But Fremder says, if you want him to like the food, you have to, what? If you want him to like the food, you have to lie to him about what it is. You know, like he's a baby. You can make airplane noises as you
I want
feed
to
him.
expand on that.
That was good, Fremder.
Because, here's why I think he might not be, too far off, or at least maybe at the beginning of this, why I might have agreed with him. I think, how do you feel like you're going into these bites of food? Do you think you're going in open-minded? I think you're going in open-minded. I think if you truly
yeah.
enjoyed the eating experience, I want to believe. You're a reasonable guy, Tony. I want to believe that you would flip if you had a good time eating a food.
Open-minded, but I don't forget how I've had these things before and didn't enjoy them.
Right.
But God's honest truth, if I, just like with the bagel and whatnot, if there is something I liked, I would have said, hey, you got me. I really like this. Like that with the crust. I'll go to a pizza place and I'll eat crust with no sauce.
Damn. You know what? You want to know the peak of me being a fat ass, and it's one of the things like I haven't cut out from my younger days of being a true fat ass.
Right.
Is
I don't think you're a fat ass, by the way.
Oh, thank you. My body is dysmorphia. Disagreed. No, when I grew up in my dad's restaurant, and his thing that people would come far and wide to eat was just his bread. He made the best sourdough bread ever.
Wow.
I am such a bread and butter addict that if I'm really feeling fat and I got pizza at home, I will stop eating the crust, reheat the crust.
Oh, wow.
Get some butter, turn it into a little bread and butter dessert.
I'm with you. I go to like a steak place or any nice restaurant, and they give you that basket of rolls first, and I'm just
man.
Like I'm nonstop.
That was a weird core childhood memory for me. Again, because I grew up, I was a fat ass. Like not as fat. I'm not as fat now, but I grew up really big. My parents we would sit down at the restaurant, and they'd be like, "Can we just get this kid an order of toast?" Like now.
Right.
Or alternatively, can we just get him like a little bowl of croutons?
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, it was bad. But like I love my bread. I love it. I hate and it's like so bad for you, man.
Yeah. I'm very upset actually. Are you a French toast guy or just
French toast is fine. I will eat French toast. I think any day of the week, give me waffles or pancakes on the hierarchy. Mm-hmm. I like it. I think I just prefer eggs separate from the bread. Like, let me make.
That's cool.
Yeah. Why? What about French toast?
Well, because Aunt Jemima, they used to have the frozen French toast you can buy in the supermarket and bring it home and toast it. And I lived on that stuff for years. Oh, God, that was my breakfast. And then, you had the whole thing with Aunt Jemima, which, there was an uproar where they, first they changed her picture. Then eventually they changed the name, and there was an uproar. I personally don't give a flying fuck. As long as it's the same product, I don't care what you call it. And I don't care about that they changed the woman's face. So many people are up in arms about it. And I know some people had even saved boxes that still says Aunt Jemima. I was like, I don't know. But what happened was there was a report of, was it salmonella? There was some kind of problem with the French toast, so they recalled it.
Ah, it's a shame.
And it's got to be at least 10 years now, and they have not brought it back.
Eggo has a French toast.
It's French toast sticks, but it's got swirl and cinnamon and crap. And I'm like, no, this was Aunt Jemima.
It has flavor.
Well, right. Aunt Jemima was just regular bread toast. That's it.
Damn.
Yeah, so nobody's selling regular frozen French toast, and I miss it. Damn it.
Dexter in there talking chicken and waffles.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, which is good, but you gotta be careful. That gets. You brought up Aunt Jemima. She brought up chicken and waffles. We're gonna get in trouble.
Chicken and waffles are the shit. Why are we getting in trouble? What's wrong with that?
It's black stuff.
Oh. Really?
I need to hear that soundbite. Yeah, no, that's like a culturally.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to pretend to know anything, but
obviously I've heard the chicken jokes and stuff like that, but
yeah, no, I like chicken and waffles. I think it's like not. I don't get why it's any different than pairing chicken with another bread type of food.
Yeah, sure, right. And I love a good chicken breast. Zorn's? Have you guys been to Zorn's yet?
I sent you the picture. We were at Zorn's.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
We had to try out the piece of Bethpage culture. The fact this show. Do you know the people at Zorn's at all?
They would not know me. I have met them.
Okay.
But no, they wouldn't remember me.
We need to get this show sponsored by Zorn's.
We had a show sponsored by Zorn's once before, yes.
Really?
That's a good idea.
Let's make it happen again. We could get food from them for you to try for free. Mm-hmm. Which, not complaining. Like, again, this is all very affordable food. But like the Zorn's make Tony upset segment. Like I'm kind of into that. That's fun.
Maybe maybe we just film it there or something, and then we just air it or something.
Oh
later
yeah, no,
on.
we gotta chew on this. This is a real big boy idea.
And I love Zorn's, and they have great French fries. Great French fries. They have great biscuits. Oh my god.
You know, you mentioned on a previous Make Tony Upset with Food segment that you like chicken breast,
Yes.
but even when it comes to the very mildly flavored breading, that takes it down a notch for
Yes,
you.
it does. Just rotisserie chicken breast. That's it. Done.
So I think one of my favorite ways to eat chicken right now is I'm sure you've heard of Nashville hot chicken.
Yes.
Man, just the way that my understanding, I could be wrong, I'm not from the South, is that it has to come out of being fried, and while it's still way too hot to eat, is when you dip it in hot sauce. So the heat of the chicken evaporates the water out of the hot sauce, so it leaves a dry hot sauce crust in the breaded crust.
Wow.
So like how do you deal with spice? Do you not tolerate spice?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. That was words, I guess. Nashville hot chicken. That's definitely going to be an episode.
Spices. They kill me. Yeah.
In the pain department, or you just don't like the flavor?
I don't like the flavor so much that it actually I get I'm like I just
That makes sense because a lot of the hot sauces are vinegar based, and vinegar was like something that I had to kind of come around on when I was a kid, and but damn, is it like one of the best things ever? Just like let wine go bad, and it just gets better.
Let wine go bad.
That's pretty much what vinegar is.
Oh.
It's like
okay.
the second like whatever of wine. But yeah, please, if you guys want Tony to try any foods, you want to give me some ideas. I have to remember this for when I come back. I got to remember the avocado
Right. And then
discussion.
Pagano said onion roll with butter.
Honestly, that's a good way to maybe, because you like rolls with butter.
I do.
So, and that's the beautiful thing about onions. I think we've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
You get a wide variety of flavors depending on how you cook them. So
Yes,
usually
you
when
did
they're
say
in
that.
a roll, you get more of like a caramelized onion flavor, which is really what a flavor, but it's more intense than raw onion.
I love caramel.
All right, we're on to something here. Thanks, Andy.
Fremder, In-N-Out and Smashburger will eventually get you a Carl Jr. Of course, you would like In-N-Out Smashburger
You know what?
with five guys.
Fremda, that might be the funniest thing that Fremda's ever written in this chat.
Yeah, Ken Pichelle acknowledged that too.
That's actually a real. God damn.
Now, what about this? Of course, you would like In-N-Out Smashburger with five guys.
Now he's trying too hard. Is that also Fremda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Five Guys. The burger's okay.
Who you lying? We know you like a good five guy every night.
Well, that's a whole different story.
Why don't you like Five Guys?
The burgers I just are okay, and I don't like this. What was it? Peanut oil French fries. I just didn't think they're very good. I didn't like.
You know, it's not really much to do with the oil as much as they go for a very specific style of fry that is not meant to be crispy.
But I'm okay with that. But I don't know. I didn't care for it.
All right.
How about a Monte Cristo, says Pajanos. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Andy, can you type in the chat what specifically is on a Monte Cristo? I could look it up on my phone, but my hands are greasy. We've been eating pizza.
Ken Pichelle, they could have changed the name to not Jemima. That would have been funny.
Honestly, I feel way stronger than I should about the Aunt Jemima thing. I don't know, man. I'm a product of brands. You know, I was born in the 90s after the world had just been homogenized by different brands. And as much as like I didn't like the syrup, I am the son of a chef. I want real maple syrup.
Okay.
I love that old black lady, man. There's a piece of home.
I for years would tell somebody, like if somebody was asking me about my plans for breakfast, I would just say my Aunt Jemima is making me French toast. Or whatever I was having of Aunt Jemima that morning. But
But as you were like, I have an Aunt Jemima. That's awesome. But didn't we all?
But I
guess what we're getting at.
I'm with you. I mean, because there was sentimental value to it. I personally did enjoy something, or I would probably my preference if I was buying breakfast food at the supermarket was Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when people are calling for taking the face away, changing the name, I get it.
Right.
So fine, if that's what it comes down to, do what you got to do. But the important thing at the end of the day is the product itself.
I imagine so, but like, yeah, when you're a kid and you open up that cupboard and there's that nice, warm old lady smile.
Well, I lived with my grandmother until I was 12, so I got a nice old lady smile every day.
Honestly, one of my favorite like early Family Guy jokes ever, and I feel like we might have talked about it on the air before. Is just when they're like something about Jemima's witnesses, and then Peter like opens the window and Aunt Jemima's just outside with a stack of pancakes. She's like, "Anybody want some pancakes?" And he's like, "No, thank you." Like,
that's fantastic.
it was really funny. Now here's the thing, right?
That is really funny.
It's like, what's the argument? What was the argument to get rid of Aunt Jemima? That like the company was not black owned or whatever, like an appropriation thing. I get it. I'm not a monster. I get it. But what's like a better way to do like a litmus test for like, are you racist? Like, I won't buy Aunt Jemima because there's a black lady. That's a good way to find out if someone's trying to be a closeted piece of shit. Be like, oh, you don't have Aunt Jemima in this house? What are you trying to say?
Yep.
You know, it was stupid.
Now, well, yeah, but I'm trying to think, was there a white counterpart? Like Mrs. Butterworth wasn't white either, if I remember right.
No,
So
I don't think
who
she
else
was.
is there?
Butterworth was the one where like the bottle was shaped
Right.
like her. It wasn't
Yes.
just a picture on the bottle. I like that one. That was cool. That was like getting a bad action figure. You know?
So I guess, I mean, I don't. So is waffle considered like a white man thing? Like I don't think so. They should.
No, I
they
don't
did.
think so.
I mean, they took the bandana off Aunt Jemima, and just had her hair, which I thought made a world of difference. She didn't look like one of those stereotypical slaves.
Is Uncle Ben still on the rice?
Oh, I don't know.
That's the real question. Because if they got
Yeah,
rid of
you're
Aunt Jemima and they left Uncle Ben, that's not equality. That is sexism.
They got rid of Uncle Ben's face, didn't they? Help us out here. I think
Well, I know
they
if we're
did.
talking Spider-Man that it got shot off.
Yes, there you go. That was good. That was good. So I don't know. And then fine. Maybe the name they consider racist. Well, then I don't know. Just change the name. Then keep her face. I don't know. Mama's French toast. I don't know. Give her a different name. Call her Oprah. I don't care. I just missed the product. I missed my French toast. Damn it.
Yeah, no, we gotta do like a. If you write a strongly worded letter, you're like, this is one of 3 foods I eat. I'm gonna starve.
I'll tell them I've been starving because it's been at least 10 years. As you can tell, I'm starving. Lemon ricotta pancake, says Vicky. She says that's yummy.
Yeah. See, that's a funny thing about cheese is that cheese is a great ingredient when you're cooking because like it could result in like this is obviously cheese on bread,
Right.
but like ricotta in bread stuff like pancakes, you're not going to taste the ricotta. It just affects the texture and quality of the pancake. So that actually might not be a terrible move.
Okay.
Because you're not going to perceive it.
Well, Ken Pichelle had lemon blueberry goat cheese pancakes.
Goat cheese, I feel about goat cheese the way that you feel about all cheese.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
like, it's sour and it's funky and it's not good.
Ken Pichelle, a place here in Auburn, has Paco's, Pacos, fried chicken and bacon jam in a folded pancake. Wow.
Is Paco person of color taco? Is that the portmanteau?
I don't know.
Because that's fucking wild.
Andy Plagano. So Monte Cristo is basically a ham and cheese on 2 pieces of French toast. Oh, okay. Ham, I don't mind ham. So
here's the thing. Like I said with goat cheese, I don't like all cheeses. Like it's too broad of a food group to be like, I don't know, man. There's some cheese. You know about that cheese in France that's illegal? It's
No.
literally just rotting, and there's maggots in it, and like some people consider it a delicacy, and those people should be put in jail. Like, it's gross. But like, I guess what I'm getting at is, I don't like Swiss. I don't like provolone. I didn't like Parmesan for a while until recently, because like it really does have like a funky foot like thing going on. I know that's the cheese is interesting because a lot of cheese exists on the edge of delicious and disgusting, but really do a lot of foods when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of foods are really close to being awful flavor wise. It's like hard to describe, but and cheese definitely really rides that line. It's kind of like what we talked about with Hershey bars.
Yes.
How they have a disgusting flavor element in American chocolate, but it just kind of becomes a part of the melody of flavors, if you will.
Right. Pancake taco. That's why it's called a Paco.
Oh, that's way okay. We gotta cut out what I said.
And Uncle Ben's is now called Ben's. Oh, it's called Ben's Original, and there's no picture.
That sucks.
Thank you, Vicky, for that. Fremder, I think Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben ran the underground food road. I think waffles are considered Chinese. Oh, Fremder, I'm not reading that. Oh, my goodness. Fremder, Jesus only delicious when you're chewing on it, not when it's found anywhere else. What?
Is that like a communion joke? Is that like when you're at church and they give you the wine and the little piece of Jesus bread?
I never enjoyed the taste of that either.
What taste?
It had
It's
like
a flavorless.
It was
wafer.
like a, but it was just soggy and I don't know, stale, and I don't know. I just didn't. And when I was a kid, that was still in the day where your teeth weren't supposed to touch it. Like you,
What?
yeah, you like, and your
I was
hands.
told to do the melt in your mouth thing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like when I was a kid, it came just a few years later where people would put their hands out
Yeah.
and take it and then feed you. When I was brought up with, no, you're not supposed to touch it.
What?
And you're not supposed to chew it. You're supposed to
Any excuse for the priest to get something in the mouth.
You're supposed to stick your tongue out.
Yeah.
Priest's supposed to place the wafer, and then you're not supposed to chew it. You're supposed to let it melt in your mouth.
That's crazy.
So
I'm
I
going
would
to
just
hell.
sit there for what felt like hours, just sitting there with this thing in my mouth, just slowly.
You know how many more people would be Catholic if they did like a nice sourdough with a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt?
Make it make the body of Christ a steak. I'm in. I'll go back just for that. That'd be cool.
You want it to be a little slider.
I'll take a burger. That's
There
fine.
we go. Yeah.
The burger of Christ. Oh,
The burger
man,
of
I'm
Christ
going,
compels you.
Yeah, we're going to hell. Holy shit, Brandon is only marginally less of a baby palate.
That I take offense to that.
Do
I've
you?
come a long way. No, because we've discussed. I was very picky for most of my life.
Oh, same here. I've actually gotten better. I was actually a lot worse as a kid.
I don't. How?
I didn't eat any vegetables as a kid. None. I didn't eat ham.
The best vegetable.
What?
We were talking vegetables, and you're like a ham.
Oh, well, all right,
I know.
vegetables, comma, ham.
I know.
Let's see. I didn't eat chicken as a kid.
That's interesting.
Back then, as a kid, it was just burgers and fries and
So would you ever? Oh, Aunt Jemima toast,
Aunt Jemima toast.
burgers and fries.
Again, I grew up with my grandmother. She spoiled me and just cooked me whatever I wanted every day.
Yeah.
And that's actually the truth.
No, that's why I said I had a very similar experience with my dad because he was very like willing and able to just whip up whatever
Right.
I wanted, which is cool, but it's also an easy way to get fat.
Did I don't know if, forgive me if I asked and forgot. Are we allowed to name the restaurant?
Yeah, my dad had Nicky's in Centerport for a long time, and then down the road he owned the Mill Pond Inn, which is now the Mill Pond House. Oh. But when he owned it, it was the Mill Pond Inn, which is kind of cool because like it kind of I grew up basically with like the unofficial mayor of Huntington as my dad.
That's
So
cool.
like we'd go anywhere and they'd be like Paul LaCarruba, and he'd be like, "Hey, Captain," because there was just a lot of people, like a lot of like it was. That's kind of where my hatred of Billy Joel started.
Why?
I shouldn't say hatred. I don't really hate Billy Joel, but like,
You're just sick of them.
yeah.
But But explain that. How did that?
So my dad, I feel like this is a common thing. You just kind of copy the opinions of your parents until you try to grow out of that and become your own person.
Absolutely.
He played my dad's restaurants a ton in like the 90s and like late 80s.
You did tell me. Yeah.
And was just like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, didn't want to pay for anything ever. He'd come in with his mom. His mom would pay in like rolls of quarters. Just being dicks to people, expecting to get everything for free.
I knew a guy that owned a restaurant in Port Washington in the late 70s and early 80s. He used to say the same exact thing about Billy Joel.
Yeah, which is like a shame because he tries to do this whole like, I'm a Long Island guy like you, and he's just like a dick.
Well, not anymore.
What do you mean?
He's selling his house
On that fucking
on Center Island.
Yeah.
He's selling it. He's going to Florida. And then just before we went on air this morning, I heard something about that he's actually ending the Madison Square Garden residency.
Good. Now when I come home from like a late city gig, I'm not going to get bombarded with like morbidly obese moms projectile vomiting on the train. It's happened to me twice. That's a pattern, guys. If it was just once, I wouldn't say anything. But like, I'm getting too stirred.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stir you. I'm trying to find out now if.
But yeah, my dad met some pretty cool people. Like he was very familiar with Billy Joel. He met Hagrid. I don't know his real name. The guy from Harry Potter, the big giant guy.
Oh, okay.
He met that guy. He was pretty cool. And actually, my dad met one of his heroes. And you know what they say about that? Never do it.
Right.
Alex Trebek once came into my dad's restaurant.
Really?
And
He was Alex Trebek was a dick?
Yeah. So here's before I tell the story.
Okay.
I didn't know that Canadians have please put it in the chat if you're aware of this. That like Canadians have a stereotypical reputation for being cheap.
I've never heard that.
Me neither. So this is why the story.
I know them to be the nicest people.
Polite at the very least.
Okay.
So this is a stereotype I was not aware of.
Yeah.
At all. But it makes the story only makes sense with that bit of context. So basically, my dad was playing it cool the whole time until the very end of the meal. He personally brought out the bill and a fresh menu, and he said, "Mr. Trebek, I'm a huge fan. Would you mind simply signing a menu? Like my dad loves Jeopardy." So Trebek said, "If I sign the menu, do I have to sign the credit card receipt?" And my dad looked at his whole table and said, "Oh my God, you are Canadian." And the way my dad tells the story, his entire table of like, I don't know, like 12 to 20 people were just dying of laughter. And Kebert Zella was sitting there, all like, he wants me to pay for the food and to make fun of me and sign the menu. And my dad was like, I couldn't watch Jeopardy for like a year. He like ruined it, spoiled it for him. Kebert Zella is another one of my favorite early Family Guy jokes. You know how like in the old Superman movie they got to say their name backwards and that traps them in the mirror dimension.
Yep.
And Adam West in Family Guy goes on Jeopardy. And his answer to Final Jeopardy was Alex Trebek backwards was Kebert Zella, and he's like, Kebert Zella, whoa! And he gets sucked into the fifth dimension or whatever. I love that. So yeah, met some cool people, met some not so cool people.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah, for sure. I did a really, really bad joke for a while when Alex Trebek died, and it was like, you think when Alex Trebek died, Pat Sajak was just like, fuck, I got 30 minutes. It's not good.
I think there's something there, but the time has kind of passed now, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Andy Pajanos, spoiler alert, LI dudes are assholes.
Yeah, right.
But then, isn't he talking about himself and us, too? Yeah,
Look, we don't have the best reputation. Long Island people?
Agreed. I do think some of it is wrong.
I think a lot of it's deserved. I think it's like any stereotype. Like, people are people, and you're gonna get different. You can't generalize a whole population.
Yes, right.
But at the end of the day, I don't know, man. There's a lot to be said there. I am excited to move away.
Andy, really, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad to me. Andy says they are cheap and shitty tippers. I was married to a Canadian for 6 years. So are you talking about Long Islanders or are you talking about Canadians?
Canadian.
He's talking, wow. Robbie Coltrane played Hagrid. Fremder, Canadian Jews must expect everything for free.
So fun fact about Robbie Coltrane, he collects or collected. Is he still alive?
I don't think he is.
That's sad. Collected like vintage taxi cabs.
Oh, really?
Kind of like how.
That's a weird thing to collect.
Why can't I think of the famous Leno? Leno,
Leno
has the big car collection.
Right.
But then Hagrid was like, I want taxis.
Wow.
Yeah, right. What other thing to collect?
And Billy Joel with the motorcycles. He's got that motorcycle shop up there in Oyster Bay.
I visited once, but you know what's way more interesting in Oyster Bay? They got a friggin' train museum, man. That shit's awesome.
Yep.
I love
train
that.
museum. There's a train museum in Wanto as well.
Wanta?
Yeah, but it's only one car. I swear to you.
For realsies?
For realsies. It's right on Wanta Avenue.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know where I was on Sunday?
Where were you on Sunday?
We brought up trains. I almost didn't go here. Yaphank State Park.
Okay.
Everybody at home, look this up. Long Island Live Steamers. One of my favorite places on the island.
Somebody brought that up recently. Was it
was
you?
me.
It was you.
Yeah, so the tracks, I want to say, are only like yay wide.
Oh,
The trains
yes.
that high off the ground.
Yep.
I have a video of myself. I'll pull it up for you and the viewers at home. So since I started dating my girlfriend, who is also into trains, somehow I lucked out, boys.
And she's hot.
Oh, she's so hot. We became very friendly with one of the guys that runs the train shows, model train shows. But he also is a board member at Long Island Live Steamers. Let me drive a train.
You look like a little kid about to open a Christmas present. You look so happy.
I gotta flip this around.
Yes.
I sincerely was one of the most happiest moments of my life. You can't really see it.
You gotta get even closer.
But yeah, I drove a tiny train through the forest, and I'll tell you a funny thing. If you're going there on a public ride day, which is what we did, we just happened to bump into a friend wanted to give us the VIP treatment. Shout out to Frank Anthony.
Frank Anthony,
my man. I think they go about 2 miles an hour, which doesn't feel terribly slow.
Really?
Because it's such a tiny train, proportionally,
right? Okay,
it's moving faster.
Sure.
When he had me sit on his private little train, which, by the way, little red gasoline powered, looks like a diesel locomotive. He's calling it Fireball, which is kind of
Fireball.
Cute. He let me floor that thing. We were going max speed,
which is
probably like 10, 15 miles an hour.
Oh,
but like that's what I'm saying. Compared to doing the public ride,
that's fun,
dude. We were hauling ass, hauling ass. And I asked him, I'm like, what's the fastest you've ever gone on one of these things? And he goes, fast enough that we had to lean in on the turns.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I would like to do that.
And I'm only bringing this up because, like, I did show you guys the video. You saw the video of me, a portly gentleman, and then Frank, who's a big boy. But so me and Haley are waiting online for the train rides, and they have two types of trains. They have that one, which is, they're kind of big for being small. But then they have ones that are only, like, yay long, yay high. That are the whole thing's elevated, and you kind of sit on it. It's like a horse saddle. Your legs hang over the side. It's called the High Line. Very tiny trains. There's a sign when you go to get the tickets that says weight limit 200 pounds for the High Line.
Oh, wow.
I'm sitting at like 220, 225 ish on a good day, and I said to Frank, I'm like, "What's the margin of error on that 200-pound weight limit?" And all he said to me was, "I can ride any of the trains here." And I was like, sweet, I'm good.
I'm safe.
I'm good by a good clip."
Oh, that's
but
funny.
that just made me laugh. No shade intended on my man Frank. I love that. He buttered me up so good. He made me sign up as like an associate member of the Steamers. So now I can go on non-public days. I'm like a member of the club now.
Is there a secret handshake or a secret?
Damn, I'm too new.
You see that?
They got to get me in. But yeah, it's like $40 to join if you want to be a member, an associate member, and then it's like the Illuminati. If they like you and they vote you in, you can upgrade to being a real member that can like drive the trains and like.
It's a cult.
It's the best cult ever, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? The tiny train cult of Long Island. It's been there since the '60s.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
You got to go.
I would check that out.
Now, a funny thing, I actually brought this up on a show I was on
Yeah.
that same Sunday. We've discussed, it's part of my act, it's part of the cultural zeitgeist,
Yeah.
that there's like an autism stereotype with trains,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So me and Haley couldn't help but crack the fuck up as we pull out of Long Island Live steamers.
Okay.
Immediately on the road, outside of their driveway, is like one of the yellow neighborhood like autistic child area signs.
Oh,
And we're
okay.
just like, yeah, we know. Like, that was a piece of just real life comedy.
Right. We're like, doesn't that go without saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. It was
Right.
genuinely, we were just like, oh my, it was quite funny.
My daughter does not.
That's what I'm saying. It's like all stereotypes.
Yeah.
Not 100%.
Yeah, but it is
As
a
in my
common
joke.
characteristic.
Yeah, as in my joke. It's like my best friend of 20 years on the spectrum.
Oh, right.
Not into
yes.
trains. Not into trains whatsoever. It's the whole crux of the joke. Is
Yep.
that he defies the stereotype.
Where what town does he live in, your friend?
He actually lives in Levittown now.
How old is he? Your age?
He is 36. 7 years older than me.
He's got we got all sorts of programs at the special needs PAL, man. Does he like sports?
Not really.
Oh, all right. Well,
He's
never
a
mind.
video game dude.
Yeah, we had a computer class once, but yeah, all right, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I'm going to read comments, and then it's time for us to get out of here. Frank says, Billy Joel announced, he's doing 10 more shows at Madison Square Garden, then he's out. Wow, that's big news for all you Billy heads. Where was I? Steve Martin's stereotype was a dodecaphonic. Sounded like shit. Ken, that went right over my head. Do you know? Yeah, I don't get it. A Long Island steamer, different kind of Cleveland steamer. I can make a few steamers, says Andy Pajanos. You may want to check out. No. According to this conversation, Brandon likes running train.
Oh, I love running train.
Sat on his little private train. Thanks, dude. That's going to stay with me, says Plajanos. And then Jeff Bosey comes out of nowhere. I know I'm mega late, but just wanted to say happy Friday, Junior. What? Who's Junior and today's Thursday?
I first read that. I'm like, is Thursday Friday Junior? Like, is that what?
Oh, is that what that?
I don't know, man.
I don't know what he's talking about. But if you'd like to figure out what Bosey's talking about, go see him June 16th here in the Giga Room. Mike Keegan and friends, including Jeff Bosey. June 22nd, go to the Giga Room and check out the Broken Mic.
Yeah, guys, please do, because here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's an open mic at Governor's. You don't got to bring anybody. You get feedback, and all you got to do is get dinner, get a couple of water bottles. You know what I mean? Like it for a feedback mic with pro comics, giving the advice, doing a club set. I guess 3 minutes, hardy har, not even worth it. It's good. It's a good thing.
It's definitely worth it. From a guy who's been a part of it, I definitely would say it's worth
And that
it.
was the thing. He was a part of a bad one.
Well, I disagree with that.
I appreciate that, but you know what I'm getting at.
It was low in attendance, but
Low
there
in
were
attendance. We didn't have the things that made the show the show. We didn't have the buzzers. We didn't have the.
but there were some really talented people there, and there were some great conversations and great critiquing and
Yes,
very interesting stuff going on, and a lot of laughs. So yeah, I thought it was, yes, Thursday is Friday Junior. Okay,
Got
Ken
it.
Pichelle, Andy, come on. Steve Martin quote was from his Comedy Is Not Pretty album. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah,
Andy, you got to take your kids. I know they're, I think, on the older side, but take them to Long Island Live steamers. Give them a day to remember.
Bosey says, yeah, but bring up the panel of people that will make the comics cry. You're telling me Carla and Carrie and Neil won't make the comics cry?
That I'm so excited for that panel, because as much as I love every panel we've had, you all tend to be a little too nice.
Yes, and you have made that point before.
And
that will not be the case on the 22nd.
No, I'm so excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I don't even know what else to say.
Lots of great stuff. So go to June 16th, go June 22nd, and come this weekend. You could see Chris Roach. You could see Janelle Hamster, Carmen Lynch, Joe Curry, Moody McCarthy. You can see some General Hospital guys. Joey Vega, Jay the Comedian, Big Mel, and the Long Island Laugh-Off begins this weekend. Lots of great stuff going on at Governor's. Go to govs.com. Make your reservations to some great comedy shows.
Do it now.
Now, I don't think there's going to be a green room show this weekend because Don is getting ready for his wedding. So I don't know if I decide you around. Oh no, when are you leaving? When are you going away?
Tuesday.
You around Saturday? If I decide to come in here Saturday night, all right, I'll let you know. Maybe Brandon and I'll do it Saturday night.
Hell yeah.
If I don't see you, have a great time on
Thanks,
your
man.
vacay. Where exactly are you going? You going just California, or are you going other places?
No,
Like-
we're flying into Seattle.
Oh, nice.
Then we're taking Amtrak down,
Oh,
and then doing some Southern California adventures, and then we're driving back up to fly out of Seattle.
oh, very nice.
Yeah, no, I can't wait.
That'll be great. Lots of great stuff going on at Governor's, except the food you eat on Thursdays. All right, so today is Thursday. We got Treading Water coming on in a half hour on the YouTube channel. Hugh and Travis. Then I believe that's it for the day. And then we're back here tomorrow. Andy, I hope Andy's going to make it. There's a chance he won't. Kelpie will be here. Looking forward to seeing her. And maybe I'll see if I can get anybody else to join us. All right. Thank you, pal.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Hey.
Hey. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Thursday. See you later. What will you experience at a Knock 'em Dead comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knock 'em Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what?
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knock 'em Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knock 'em Dead Comedy for your event today.